Welcome, Scorpio, to this amazing tarot. Hope all of you are doing well, vibing high, being amazing as you are. Let's see what's going on with the energy for Thursday, November 13th, 2025. If you're celebrating your birthday on the 13th, happy birthday, Scorpio. Hope you have a wonderful and prosperous day. Universe, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. What's going on? What's the vibe? What is the overall energy for Scorpio for Thursday, November the 13th, 2025? Oh, what was that? The Magician, ask and you shall receive. Hmm. Then that voice crept in, and it's also Mercury retrograde. All right. Gemini and Virgo energy. You working with the energy? You doing your shit. You turning your pain into power. You know what you're doing, Scorpio. All right. Magician. Why is this the overall energy? As above, so below. Calling it in. Using all the elements. To bring forth your manifestation. Magician. Why is the magician the overall energy for Scorpio universe? That's that 1111 manifestation energy right there. Eight of Swords. Justice. I was gonna that pause was me thinking like, where was Scorpio feeling mentally bound, where they're in their head, feeling trapped. Could have been due to Mercury, some shit coming back up, trying to cloud your third eye. We've been hearing messages about keeping our crown covered and everything else, especially when we have the new moons, the full moons, and different types of portals. But you have justice here. And I know that was the overall energy for Wednesday, balance restore. So the universe came on in to fix some shit, to adjust some shit, to balance some shit, balance restore. So therefore you can attract that Mars energy, Queen of Wands. Sit back up on your throne. Remember who the fuck you are. You got that fire, Scorpio. Magnetic, powerful, courageous. Seven of Swords. Yeah, there could have been some manipulating energy going on here to try to, knock you out of balance. Three of Wands. But you're still pressing forward, watching your ships come in. Forward progress here. Now, whomever, you got the Seven and the Eight of Swords. Four of Wands. And look at that, the four right after the three. So you're definitely, what is that? Oh my God, most deaf. Most Def remade Aretha Franklin song. What the hell is it? It's on my remake list. What the hell is the name of that song? Jesus. I think his was Mrs. Where is it at? Miss Fat Booty. Oh, One Step Ahead. That was Aretha Franklin's the original song, One Step Ahead. Then Most Def um did a remake, Miss Fat Booty. I mean, you are cute, Scorpio. You looking good. Six of Cups. Well, now we know who's looking back and seeing all the progress that you're making. Oh, as above, so below. And where is it pointing? This Eight of Swords. Was somebody thinking they could throw magic your way and the universe was like, Now what you think you doing now? Oh, the beard. You can't see that. Jeez. The beard, we got the bearded potbelly himself. Right underneath the Six of Cups. Look at him. You know he stink. You know he stinky. And just as toxic as they want to be. And I said, was this person as above, so below? And the Eight of Swords is right here. Was somebody trying to keep you mentally conflicted, knock you out of balance? And what goes around comes around. Ah. Uh, See, yesterday it was justice. Archangel, Archangel Michael had stepped in, balance restored. Like whoever that emperor fell right here, whoever that was, yeah. They looking back now and saying, no, ain't shit working. You still pressing forward. Happy as can be. And no, you don't want that cup. 4 cups. Huh. Justice. What flipped over here? I said the emperor fell right there and look at his ass come out. Emperor, Page of Swords, the devil, 4 cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they was trying to knock you out of balance. Because they know that 1111 portal. Manifesting a brand new abundant opportunity. Trying to knock your ass out of balance. Whomever this was has been watching you. You got 7 of Swords. He looking back. Oh, yeah. Toxic motherfucker. And see, they were okay with you sitting here waiting in this 4 cups because they knew happiness comes from your own actions. And as long as you were sitting there waiting on them to come through with an empty cup, 4 cups, they could do whatever they want. They could be deceitful and manipulative. But that 4 cups, you're not accepting that. Well, justice fell out. Thank you, universe. And 6 of Cups right here at the bottom. I said they can go back and forth and do whatever they want to do. And look at this Knight of Wands, roll runner energy. Mm-hmm. That boomerang effect. All right. Why the bearded potbelly here? The devil. Mm, 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 mm. Sun, Leo energy here. Oh, because you happy. And you don't want you not letting this person in 4 cups. You're not letting them in on your happiness. You're not giving them a slice of the pie. Queen of Wands. And you out here looking good and attracting everything that it is that you want. But it ain't them. You know somebody but heard about that, Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles, you sitting mighty pretty. Mm-hmm. Hierophants. Because you've been following the guidance of your angels and ancestors. Wheel of Fortune. Because what you put on that wheel is what's going to come back. And because you've been following that guidance, that's why, right, they was trying to knock your ass out of balance. Mm-hmm. See, that whatever the universe has for you is for you. It's up to you whether you entertain folks that's going to knock your ass out of balance. And I explain that in another reading. Sometimes somebody, stealing your ideas, your creativity, or just your energy, period, they can see you focus on something that you like to do, something that brings you great joy. Now, here they come with an emergency, so to speak, and now they need your time and attention. And I learned something at work. Poor planning does not constitute an emergency on my part. So, as giving as you are, in the past, you may have jumped and dropped everything that you were doing to come to a person's aid. Not no more. You checking in with your angels and ancestors first. It's like, yeah, like Scorpio don't like being told what to do. But when it comes to angels and ancestors, yeah, Scorpios ask for permission. Universe, is this something I should be, like Martin say, is you is or you isn't? Like, are we doing this or we ain't? So whatever changes that have been happening in your life for the better, and we can see it's for the better, Sun and the Nine of Cups, you living your best life, and you're not sharing that energy. Four of Pentacles, you're not feeding. You ain't feeding the monkeys. The science universe say don't feed the monkeys. You ain't feeding the monkeys. You ain't feeding the bearded potbelly, especially when they like a penny with a hole in it. It's like a cup with a hole. They're like a cup with holes in it. Like, until they fix those cracks and fix the holes and do what they need to do, but then now on it, bake it again and everything else to fix the cup. And yeah, I watch YouTube videos like that sometimes. Sometimes it just breaks it up. You know what I'm saying? To watch something different. But yeah, until they fix that, they're never gonna know what it's like to have a full cup. Because when you begin to your cup, your heart, when you begin to patch it up and do what you need to do and to heal those wounds and those stress cracks and those chips and everything else, like a coffee mug, you begin, as you're polishing and doing everything else to bring it, to restore it, to bring it back to life, aka your heart, you begin to appreciate it. You're not gonna give it away. You know what I'm saying? You just not gonna let anybody come and just, you know, do whatever they want with your cup or your heart or however you see fit, however you want to put it. You're going to understand the value when you start to do the work, when you start to restore, when you start to repair. It's just like doing a demo when you redecorate your room and all of a sudden you got to pull. Some people, you're pulling off the door frames, or when you're going in and you're painting or anything else, you have to tear off all the old paint, the chip sides and everything else. You have to start doing the caulking. You may use some 20 or some 45 compound, if there's any, blemishes in the wall, so you get a smooth finish, because you just don't want to throw paint on the wall and then all you see once it dries, you see all these dents and dings. Now you have to fix it and then repaint it again. So you do what you did what you needed to do. Therefore, you can't fill somebody else's cup. You got to do the work yourself. You got to do the healing yourself. Can nobody else do it for you? And because you follow the guidance of your angels and your ancestors, whatever it is that you call in, it's coming back to you, because what you put out is what you're going to get back. You're following your intuition. High priestess. And for some of you, you knew. You were fully aware that somebody could have been throwing negative energy your way. Temperance to knock. You knew. You knew. Mm-hmm. Trying to knock your ass out of balance. But you stayed calm. You ain't let nobody, you didn't get up off your throne, not one bit, not one iota. Mm. What's under his 4 of Cups? 2 of Wands. Temperance. You went a different direction. Took a different route. Went down a different path. Because you happy. Why they fucking with Scorpio? That's the question that I heard. Like, why are they fucking with Scorpio? Because you happy. And they're not. Plain and simple. You look good. Things are going in your favor. You're following the guidance of your angels and ancestors. I mean, the bearded potbelly. What more can you expect from somebody who look like that? Just saying, who got that type of energy? What can you expect? Soulmates, twin flame, romantic partner. You may have thought this person was your soulmate. Could have been a twin flame thing. Or this once was somebody who was a romantic person that you saw as a romantic partner. Masculine energy. We had the emperor. Um, oh, soulmate, and then the Four of Wands, masculine energy. Is that what they're looking back at? And if I pick this up, Three of Wands, that's why they're green with envy. Remember when I was saying they wanted to keep you stuck because then, therefore, you wouldn't be doing what? Creating your own happiness. And for many of you, that's what you did with the Three of Wands. You began to move forward. Well, with the Two of Wands, you rejected this person's offer. You went down a different journey with the world in your hand towards peace, balance, and harmony. And that came out in the reading for Wednesday. It was a couple readings ago. I said something about the 12th and the 13th. It was something about the 12th and the 13th. And you know what? These are the angel numbers. I'm recording this on the 12th. The angel numbers I saw today, 6776. A time for balance and harmony between material and spiritual worlds, as above, so below, with the magician. 3553. Message to remind you of your divine gifts and abilities, encouraging you to use them to manifest your dreams, as above, so below. 4554. Your hard work is paying off, and you should continue to focus on your goals with optimism and a positive mindset. You're on the right path toward a more abundant life. You see where I'm going with this? And see, at first I was going to do the church announcements, but then I said, you know what? If it comes into play, I'll just, I'll just read the angel numbers. But now I'm seeing, because it's connected to the reading for the 12th. It's something about, I said something about the 12th and the 13th a few readings back. Last angel number, 4224. Your hard work, perseverance, and positive attitude are leading to the manifestations of your goals. Hard work and determination, manifesting your desires, spiritual growth and intuition, and support from your angels. And we saw that in the reading on the 12th. Our Archangel Michael was all over that reading with justice, and justice is here again for the 13th. Mm, 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 mm. So for many of you, you didn't wait around for this person. You got the fuck on and you moved on with your life. And that's why this person is green with envy, because for many of you, you could have connected with your soulmate. Somebody that's an authority figure, very disciplined, could be a father, says father figure here, or just very mature. They could just be mature. Then this motherfucker here. Boundaries. That you drew a line in the sand. You defended yourself. You said boundaries with this person. If that's not the case, that you moved on and you are connecting with someone else. You may have thought this person was your soulmate, this divine masculine. So I may be talking, I'm talking to my feminine energies here, my divine feminines. You drew a line in the sand. You said enough was enough. You were done dealing with this person. It could have been due to a love affair. They had some secrets. They was on a down low. Or they were always just coming in for some type of sex fix. You know what I'm saying? Offering an empty ass cup. Trapped. Mm. They might have tried to keep you trapped or stuck in some type of love affair dynamic, meaning having their you on a roster, basically. They wanted to keep you trapped, not having any other options, things of that nature. Family, blood ties, and inner circle. That inner circle, remember I was just talking about on a roster? Mm. Hopeful, optimistic. Where did I see that at? Your hard work is paying off, and you should continue to focus on your goals with optimism and a positive mindset. And for many of you, that's what you did. You remained hopeful and optimistic, and that's what's leading you towards success. And that's why the bearded potbelly ain't happy. You know it. You epiphany. Where is it at? 3553. A message to remind you of your divine gifts and abilities, encouraging you to use them to manifest your dreams. And that's exactly what you did. Now look at this apology at the bottom. If you don't get your bearded potbelly ass on out of here. Mm. I'm sorry. Whatever they tried to do, it didn't work. What's under here? Antisocial. Because they're feeling left out. Today, good vibes in the moment. So this person may be coming in with an apology. Two-Face, double life, cheater, backstabber. Four of Cups, you already know. You already know that you already know. Two of Wands, distancing yourself and going back to being peaceful and happy. And you ain't letting this person knock you out of balance because you already know the infamous ghoster, the on and off, the person that's always trying to win at all costs. They feeling left out. And you know what? It says it right here. Left out. They feeling left out in the code. Double files, they can be going through some type of change. They feel left out. You all happy, celebrating, joyous. Somebody feeling left out. All right, universe, what's going on with Scorpio's money and career for Thursday, November 13th, 2025? What's going on? Angelic help. As above, so below. Oh, I got something in my eye. This is the time to trust that the universe, to trust in the universe and know you will be provided for. There's a career or a blessing lining up for you. Stay positive and believe. Pay attention to the signs your angels send you during this time. So those angel numbers again, 67, 76, 35, 53, 45, 54, and 42, 24. And it is all regarding your hard work, your perseverance, you staying in balance and in harmony when it comes to the material and spiritual world. Um, Encouraging you to keep using your divine gifts to manifest your dreams, to continue to focus on your goals with optimism and a positive mindset because you are on the right path and you do have support from your angels. All right. What else is going on? So that career you've been asking for, that job offer is coming in. Silence. Moving in silence while you continue to build. Silence is the best way to increase your personal power. Sharing too much too soon. Not everyone is honest and trustworthy. So they want you to stay silent. Keep, keep your. They ain't saying be silent, because you don't know who you can trust. You tell somebody, look, I got an interview next week on Wednesday at such and such time. Girl, what corporation? Where you going to get? Where you about to work at? Oh, I'm about to work at such and such, such and such. Meanwhile, on they ride home after y'all go to lunch, hang out, and they smile in your face. This bitch thinking she better than there, and she about to be working down there, like, because they want you stuck in the same cubicle next to them. They don't want you to leave if they ain't leaving. So now there's some envy, there's some secret animosity, there's some jealousy, and all of a sudden you can't find your car keys Wednesday when it come time to go to it. Then you go out, when you finally find them motherfuckers, you go outside, you got a flat tire. It just so happened. You don't know, you don't see no nail, no nothing. You can't even tell, you can't even hear if it's a slow leak. You don't even know. All of this negative energy to deter you from making it on time to that interview. And we all know what it looks like to have to reschedule last minute for an interview. We don't want to leave that impression. That's not a good impression. So they saying, be quiet. Don't tell everybody else what you got going on. I just got this loan from the bank to start this business. I'm looking for property, a rental space and everything else. And the same folks you done told to that you starting this business and everything else is the same ones that's coming to you all of a sudden, everything an emergency. What Bernie Mac say? Like, help is the first month. 8 months in is, you know what I'm saying? You 8 months behind. That's not help. Like, there's a difference. Change. There is a change for the better coming your way. Embrace it. Just because you don't see any movement doesn't mean nothing is happening. Sometimes to see the change, you must be the change. And that's what you're doing. You're making changes when it comes to your material and spiritual world. And you see how the two are blending quite well for you. And you're not giving a shit about whoever else thinks about it. But you ain't running around here you ain't telling everybody what you got going on, because you silence. All you angelic help. That's all you need. That's all you need to talk. That's the only people you need to talk to, your angels and your ancestors and your spirit guides. That's it. Unexpected. What was I just saying? What was I just saying about your tire? You lose your keys and you already running 5 minutes late, and then you go outside, you got a flat tire. Be careful. You got an interview the night before. You know, make sure you got gas so you ain't gotta stop. Make sure you print off your resumes and have additional copies, and have all your stuff already together at the door. The interview at 11. You say you gonna get up at 9, you know what I'm saying? And you gonna leave out around 10:30. It's only a 10-minute, 15-minute drive. Leave at 10. Matter of fact, get up at 8:30. Matter of fact, get up at 8. Make sure. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. Unexpected. Prepare for unexpected financial loss. This financial crisis may be out of your control, but you can control the outcome. Deal with things ahead and try to prepare for the unexpected before it happens. What I was just saying. Make sure you ain't none of your tires looking low. You okay? They not looking low. Make sure the worst thing you can do as an adult is wait till the morning to get gas. We all know that. But it's like the universe is saying, be quiet about your moves when it comes to your money and your career. You got our help. There's a change coming, okay? But we need you to be prepared. We need you to be suited and booted and prepare for the unexpected changes that's coming. At the bottom, health. Some situations that need resolution will be resolved and healed. Enough said, Scorpio. With that being said, that is all I have for you when it comes to the overall energy for Thursday, November the 13th, 2025. We now know the vibe. Again, if you are celebrating your birthday on November the 13th, happy birthday, Scorpio. Hope you have a wonderful and prosperous day. And if you find that this resonates, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one.